Good afternoon and welcome to Valley Views. I'm your host, Glenn Edison. I'm certainly glad to have you today. And as always, we want to thank BTC Fiber for supporting our program. And you can see our program on BTC Fiber's YouTube page as well as BTC Fiber's Channel 18. And today we have with us Tom Morgan, and he is the owner of the venue. Tom, it's good to have you. We appreciate you being with us today.
Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
We want to talk about all your businesses here. It's not you've done a good job with the, I guess what we call an old building. It's been here for a long time, as long as I can remember.
It has.
And it's I guess some people might have considered it before you turned it into your businesses an eyesore kind of, just an old building and nothing there. And you've helped the downtown surroundings of Pikeville to kind of bring it to life.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about some of those ideas that you have here. You have it's called the venue, and of course you have I guess we've got the mini brewery here,
Mm-hmm.
And then you have your pizza, and then you have your axe throwing.
Mm-hmm.
So you have them all three here. So there's something for everybody here if they want to come.
There is.
Well, what gave you the idea of all this? Did you just start with one of the companies, one of the businesses, and then go from there?
We started with the venue first, and really the building come available. I don't remember what it was before we came, but I saw it open and thought, good opportunity to do something. Had no idea what we were going to do, just knew I didn't want it sitting empty. I'd been working on the road for years and really had just started focusing on coming home and investing in my family and community and everything all together. And we opened the barbecue restaurant and we just kind of migrated to town. And when the building came open, we snatched it up, stayed empty for a while, and then me and my mom and wife were talking one night and thought, it'd be a good idea. There's nothing to do in this town. Everybody complains about it. There's nothing to do.
Yeah.
And so I thought, let's do something. Something for people to come in. We thought game room. We thought that we bounced ideas around for a while. And then one day, my mom's got a lot of experience with bars. She's owned a few. So why not do a live band venue? Why not do something there? That'd be fantastic. And we just built off that. And then from there, it just kind of snowballed. Brewery, Bankwalker Brewing Company came. We opened the venue 2020 Halloween. Halloween night was our first night open. We opened the brewery June 2021. So we had a lot of time there in between. We were just doing the venue, but this building came open. Same thing again. We surely can figure something out to do here. Let's find a way what to do. A friend of mine, Mark McClellan, have you ever thought about opening a brewery? No, it seems like a headache. But we kept talking and kept bouncing ideas off each other and got enough people involved who thought it might be a good idea, so we tried it. So then the brewery opened. But we had the three buildings. We had the venue on the far end. The middle room was nothing, and then the in building we did the brewing company. But another friend came and said, you should try axe throwing. Have you ever thrown an axe? No, not unless I was mad while splitting wood. I've never done it for sport. But we tried it. We set them up, and he come in and helped us set it up, tell us kind of the direction to go, and we took off with that. So the axe drones took off and do a lot of stuff. It's with the live bands, and we rent it out. But that's kind of where it comes from. Just a need of people. Every time we would do something else, they're like, hey, have you ever thought of this? Nope, never have, but let's see where it goes.
Well, now a brewery, since we're here in the brewery area, a lot of people don't realize you can't just buy equipment and start. There's a lot of work to it.
A lot of paperwork. The government wants to know where everything you have is. Where is it located in the bar? Where's how you garden it. I mean, it's all the way down to security system. What kind of security do you have to make sure people can't just walk out with your with your beer, it's been a headache. The beginning was, but once you get it, then it's easy going. And then once we decided to go to get our liquor license, the headache started again. But hopefully they're all over now. Now we're just working on building it. But yeah, it's from buying the equipment to the taxes to the permits to the this to the that.
It's not like putting a pot on the stove and
It's not.
and all that stuff.
It's not.
Definitely different. And how often do y'all brew? Do y'all do it on a daily basis, weekly basis? How do you do that?
Usually weekly, but sometimes we actually upgraded. We bought our first brewing system from Kirby over at Monkeytown Brewing in Dayton. They've helped us a lot. Just with we've had a question, we call them up and they go. So they've had a lot to do with us getting started and getting moving. But we started out and we were brewing 15 gallons a day. Was all we had a small system, but we thought it was going to keep up. We were about a month into it, and we had to go. A brewery went out of business in Illinois. Me and Mark had looked at it for a while and thought we may need to upgrade because we're having a hard time. Now we're doing 100 gallons a day when we brew. So, but it's usually once a week, every other week or so. It depends on the seasons. Of course, Christmas and we're just coming off a really slow season, but that's everywhere. Any restaurant, bar, anywhere is kind of slow during Christmas. So we're getting ramped back up, and we're going to start selling to other local businesses soon. Hopefully, we can get another thing you don't think of. Everybody comes and wants to carry your product in their restaurant or Fall Creek Falls. We've talked to them about supplying it to the inn, the new inn out there. Cumberland County State Park. We've had a phone call about getting some out there, and have no idea how to get it there. But of course, we'll do it. I don't think about the kegs and everything that goes to that. So now I'm going through the paperwork nightmare again.
Well, everything takes a little work.
It does. Yeah. If it's worth it, it's going to take some work, and we smile and go at it, and we enjoy all this too. We enjoy everything. We enjoy being home. Mark had worked in Chattanooga. He was traveling every day, so we enjoy being back home. Being able to see our kids and our families.
Well, and these microbreweries now, they're taking off. A lot of small towns are coming up with their microbreweries.
It's a great thing to have. People make a day out of going and seeing all the breweries that they can. There's breweries. There's some that are just in Crossville and around Cookville area that are in small sheds beside somebody's house. Calf killer. That's just out away from everything. But they got the formula right, and people will come. That's the hot thing right now, is coming out and seeing what you're making, and how's yours compared to everywhere else. And they'll have, some people will come in and they're just doing a tour of the local breweries, and they'll hit 5 or 10 during the day.
Oh, really?
And the advertising has been, of everything, the hardest to keep up with, because if they don't know you're here,
right,
no matter how good your product is, they're not going to come.
And y'all have your own little brand that y'all make?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've got 8 right now. We've got 7 that we hold all the time that stay in here, and then we're always just coming up with something. Mark will come in and say, I heard of this, let's make it. Let's go. So we go to the back and start making it. But yeah, we've got our own beer. All beer is roughly the same. You just pull out different ingredients and let's try what this is. And let's try. It's water, grain, hops, and yeast, and you figure out what you want out of that. So that's where we work at. We'll just take a basic recipe and see what we can do to make people happy, because I'm not a fan of craft beer. That was what kept me from doing this for so long. Was I've never tasted a craft beer that I enjoyed, so I thought maybe we'll make our own. So
it's turned out good for you then.
it has. So far so good. We get you got hit and misses. You've got some people love, and then some they don't want you to make again. But take it with a grain of salt and move on. We're just trying new stuff.
Well, and talking about new stuff, the axe throwing that you have, that's become more popular in the past 2 to 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually saw something on the other day about a national championship of axe throwing.
Yeah, they have leagues that'll come in, and they'll have bars. Certain bars will be, have sponsorships maybe of teams. We've reached out for, see if we couldn't get in one of those leagues, make it on a circuit.
Uh-huh.
We're not a big enough county for that yet, big enough city. But we've tried, the axe throwing, we just now started doing indoor cornhole.
Oh,
so
okay.
people love playing it, and Mayor Cagle lets us, the front road out here is not that busy of a road. They'll have when they have the summer nights thing downtown, they'll let us close this road off, and we'll have little cornhole tournaments, and it's nice, dads with their sons out there playing, and people just come in and play for a couple hours. But then come winter, we had nowhere to play, and we thought, let's bring it inside.
Yeah,
so now we've got indoor cornhole and axe throwing and just all
Well, and
kinds of-
cornhole has national championships as
It
well.
does.
That amazes me. You think a simple game like cornhole
Mhm.
or even the axe throwing. I mean, it's just but it's an art. People practice it like.
Exactly, and there a lot of them practice. It's like a basketball player, or a football player. It's amazing how much time they have, and you watch them, and you think, cornhole championship. And my mom follows it, and she's actually one who pushed to possibly having a cornhole league here, and I watched it, and I was I'm indifferent about. I don't really care about cornhole. I'm not good at it, I guess is why I don't like it. But she mentioned it. I watched it, and it was amazing. They're fantastic. I mean, they're really good at what they do. Axe throwing's the same way.
They've got their. I watch them when they take their bags and they hold them and they twist them and then they get it just to the right way they want to throw it.
Yeah.
So it's just like a pitcher deciding which pitch he's going to throw to home
Exactly
plate.
right. Yeah.
They have their way of figuring out, and the axe throwing the same way. You don't just pick one up and just throw it.
Oh no, they weigh them and balance them, and they have to be just perfect. So
Now your axe throwing, is there certain weights of the axe that you have?
right now, until we knew how it was going to take off, we're testing around with other weights and styles of axes. But really, we just went and bought 15 axes from Lowe's, just hatchets, and set up the lanes and started throwing them. We're going to do better ones, but I've not found the better hatchets yet. So that's everything going. And people come in, and when are you getting more? When are you changing? We're working on it. I've got them the axe lanes broke down now. I'm trying to see a different way to set them up. Maybe just playing around, just constantly trying to evolve, trying to make a better environment for everybody.
How many lanes do you have?
We got 6 now.
6.
But I'm thinking about going down to 4. It with 6 lanes, it tends to get hairy. You got 6 or 12 people in there throwing a lane. So I'm going to try and shrink it down to share lanes and see if that won't be easier on everybody. Us watching them plus the people playing. So, and plus wood's expensive right now.
Yeah, it
So
sure is.
the targets are, every week it seems targets keep getting higher and higher. So.
Well, and that's become more popular here too, haven't you?
Mhm.
You've had quite a bit of business with that.
Yeah, we have a lot of people come just to throw axes. We have the rentals. So we'll rent the buildings out too that's why I called it the venue, because it's not anything. It's not a honky tonk, it's not a bar, it's just a building. It can be whatever anybody wants it to be. We don't really advertise. There's no beer lights, beer signs over there. We don't really put anything up because a church can come in and rent it if they wanted to. Anybody can. We've rented to baby showers. But with that, they can come. They can have the whole building. But you can pick. We've got karaoke. We've got the axe throwing you can do. We've got the cornhole. If somebody wants to rent it, they can come in and say, "This is what we want," and we can usually put them a pretty good time together.
Well, do you still have any of the bands come in?
Every Saturday we were doing every Saturday with the band, but I feel you kind of burn everybody out just trying to constantly shove a band. So we're trying to do, we'll take any band in. If they want to try us, we'll try them, and we'll let any band play in here. We've flirted around with an open mic night just to people around here want a lot of local talent around here that don't have a band.
They sure are.
It'd be nice to come on in and see what they can do. So we're flirting around with that now. But the bands, we're kind of going, out of 15 bands, there's 10 that everybody really wants to see. The other 5 will still have come in, but we're trying to kind of focus on these 10 for now. So we may do every other weekend a band now or something like that. Because as hard as it is for everybody to be able to come in every Saturday, it's hard for us to put it on every Saturday.
Oh, sure.
So we were thinking it may be good to slow down for a little while until we get spring and summer. Then we'll try and lighten the town back up. So.
Now, how about you do have the pizza business here.
Yeah.
I've heard it's some of the best in town, is what I've heard.
Well, I appreciate that for people who are saying that. My dad came in where he used to own a pizza place in town, Genesis, with the Bushes.
I remember that.
And that's really, when I started the barbecue restaurant, it was really a pizza restaurant that I was wanting to start. Because I love Genesis Pizza. I don't know what it was, but it was my favorite, and I loved coming home and being able to go when they owned it. And then when the Bushes moved across, we were just going out to Crossville and eating. And I told my dad that's what I want, but we got the barbecue started, an opportunity came out, and we started a barbecue restaurant, and the pizza kind of went on the wayside. But when we opened the brewery, that's when I thought this is a great chance to get the pizza in here. And that's all I wanted to do. We flirted around with some other stuff when we first got here. Let's do all Italian. Let's do this. Let's try and do something nice. But with that now comes COVID and the staff shortages.
Yeah.
And it was impossible. We couldn't get anything that we wanted. The stuff, people to staff it. We still run short staffed. Any given week, we're 1, 2, 3 people short.
Yeah.
So we stuck with the pizza, and we've tried to hone that in, and I hope we've got it now. It's again, through COVID, we would do a certain sausage. This is the perfect sausage when we open. We want it, and Dad would come in and check, and he said, stick with that one. And then in 2 weeks, I couldn't get it. I'd have to go somewhere. So it's products just bouncing around so much right now. But yeah, the pizza. Everybody who comes in generally loves the pizza.
Now, talking about all your businesses, when are you open in the hours?
The brewery is open. Well, we've got them all 3 opening at pretty much the same time and together now. The brewery opens Friday 4 to 10. The venue stays open until midnight though. And then Saturday we're open 11 to 10 here, but again the venue stays open 2 more hours for the band, so it closes at midnight. And then Sundays is 11 to 8, and the venue's open all day that day. That's where our pool tables and stuff are. So if you don't want to come to the brewery side, you can always go to the venue side and shoot pool, and that's starting to pick up. People are just realizing it's all open together. We can do it all weekend long. So, but we're hoping to do more days. But for now, the staffing situation, I think it would be impossible. I want to add. I think earlier in the week, we're Friday, Saturday, Sunday now. I want to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think. But I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to be my own competition in town for the barbecue.
Well, if someone wanted to get in touch with you about reserving anything here, how would they do that?
Well, we're on Facebook. You can get on there either through the venue or Bankwalker Brewing Company, either one. The phone number here is 447-3006. Just call and leave a message, and usually my mom keeps up with that stuff. She's kind of my partner in the back who keeps everything going in the right direction. So
keeps you in line too.
She does. She does a good job at it.
Well, I know this at times probably, well, as you mentioned with COVID, threw everybody off and made it tough on everybody. But hopefully things are getting back to semi-normal now, and people are getting out. I know people just got tired of staying in.
Yeah, definitely.
So that gives them opportunity to get out, and gives you an opportunity to service the community. Now, when the Pikeville and Bledsoe County, when they have special events like, say, the fair, and I know they have some other summer events and things, do y'all open for special occasions like that?
Oh, yeah.
Or do things well, like you mentioned a while ago about your cornhole, having it out here in the street?
Yeah, the fall festivals, we stay in good contact. And that's my older brother. I don't know if I've mentioned him. He's with me too at the barbecue and here, and he's more of our I don't know how to explain it. He at the restaurant, he does all the catering and cooking, smoking of the meat and stuff, and I run the kitchen. And then here he tried as a keep. I don't know how to explain. Just I don't know the word I'm looking for.
Your PR and stuff?
I guess that would kind of be it. So he keeps in touch with the Main Street Committee, the I think it was the Friends of Pikeville, and then I talked to Mayor Cagle and Ridley. Keep in touch with them about what's going on. And if they have something big, they'll come in and get with us so we can coordinate how we're all going to function and what they're going to allow us to do. Like I said, they'll let us shut the streets off out here and and have things for people to do with the cornhole or whatever it is, out front. So we all work together. That's the great thing. It's a hard thing being in a small community and trying to run a business and employ 25 people.
Yeah.
But it's a great thing being in a small community, because the 25 people that you employ, and you know them, you get to know them, you know their family, and most of them are with you 100%. And our employees, we have and have had some great ones. And then, the community helping us out whenever, and keeping up with everything the community does. And then the government, the mayor's coming and checking, the sheriff checking on it, everything going good. If you had any issues, everybody's been great so far. So I hope it continues. As long as it keeps going,
Yeah.
I'll stay.
Well, good, because I know a lot of people don't realize that local businesses, they give back to the local economy by not only just tax dollars, but like you said, they're giving back to the community through the different, like the festivals and things like that. They do things, and they're part of the community too.
Yeah, we strive to be, a part of whatever we can. I mean, it's during COVID, because this place wasn't open, but at the barbecue, we had heard people would stop in, and we were only doing to-go orders, all we were allowed to do, and talk about people who weren't eating. So we told, you know somebody, let us know. We'll, it's not a big deal. And we actually had families who showed up, and we got to help people out. And that's a good thing. And that mine and David's thing when we started, that was something we've always pushed. If somebody's somebody needs something, somebody that we really try hard, and that's kind of our backslapping to each other. We love being able to help where we can. So, but COVID was rough for everybody.
Yeah.
So we all do our parts, and hopefully it'll be over with soon.
Well, if you give, you always get back.
Yes. Yeah, definitely right.
That's the beauty, and I see by doing these videos, I've seen so many people that want to help Pikeville. They want to give.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful place to be, to have all that many people that want to give to their community.
And we're here to make money. That's the whole point of opening a business, just like everybody else, just getting their job at Volkswagen or wherever the job's at, the phone company or electric. We're all built to make money, and we are too. We try our best, but at the same time, we're the first in line when it's to help. We'll do whatever's needed. And I've not met a business in town that won't. Everybody will, and we have. Kind of an inner business, saying somebody's opening a business, needing help. everybody will reach out. Can you help with this? Of course we can. Well, of course you could, be our competition, and we're still want to help. I mean, there's no, there's a whole lot more satisfaction in that than there is. We're never going to make $1 million here in Pikeville. That was never the point. The point was to invest back,
Right.
and bring something, be a positive something in the whole group of everything that's going on. That's all we ever wanted.
Well, and as I mentioned earlier, as this was all empty at one point, I see now a lot of buildings that were empty that are now open in downtown downtown Pikeville, and you see that, and that's a good sign. I like seeing it. I like seeing growth.
Yep, it's great coming through town now and seeing we've got an eye doctor here. Miller's Bread, we've got she's set up down there. With the Hilltop Meats right beside her. There's not many small towns like this that you get that much stuff. Anyways, coffee and breakfast something at Miller's Bread, and then you come up here and in the afternoon have a pizza and a beer, and on your way home stop and grab a pound of burger from the meat store down there and go home. It's great. It's great, not just how many businesses are here, but the diversity of what we're doing.
Right. It's not like the big chain stores. It's all small, for lack of a term, mom and pop stores, but they're all providing each different thing. So, like you mentioned, you can get one thing here, another thing here, another thing here. So you can shop at all those places and get something that you really need.
Oh yeah, and it's great. Yeah, it's great to be here right now. We can keep the growth going. Mayor Cagle and Ridley are doing all they can to keep getting stuff funneled in here. And if everybody just gets behind them and goes, I feel, believe in stuff. When we open this, I can't believe you're doing that in the middle of Pikeville. We had more people say that than congratulations. Let's see how it goes. I hope you do.
Yeah.
More people. Why are you wasting this? It's not a waste of time to us. It's not. This is our home. We're going to see what we can do, and everybody involved. I think the town's on good track right now with everything we've got going on.
Yes, I agree with you. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add that we haven't gone over?
No, I think we've covered everything. Other than just appreciate everybody coming out and supporting us. That's the biggest thing. Without them, without customers coming in, no matter what we do, we couldn't stay open. Between them and my employees, I have been blessed. I work with my family, my brother and my wife, my mom, my dad helps. So it can't be better right now.
Great. That's super. Well, folks, come to downtown Pikeville and be part of the venue. You can just about have anything you want. Throw an axe, throw a bean bag, eat a pizza, or come in here and at the brewery. So you can see this again on BTC Fiber's YouTube page as well as BTC Fiber's Channel 18. Until next time, have a great day. Hey everybody, this is Glenn Edison from Valley Views. We appreciate you watching our shows, and we would like for you to like, share, and follow us on Facebook, as well as like and subscribe to our YouTube page.
Brought to you by Bledsoe Telephone Cooperative, your full-service telecommunications provider right here in the Sequatchie Valley.